So good afternoon, November the 17th, 2014. This is CISG114, Section 1, Web Technology and Life. Today is day number 25 into week number 13. So let's get started. Good afternoon and welcome back to this class. Today is day number 25. And if you look at today's teacher's message, I've tried to continue the message of last week by helping you to understand the way you can help calculate the score of your earned semester's grade. So the first and the second learning contract have the breakdown of scores like this. Okay, it's 4 points for the online learning journal, 12 points for discussions record, 20 points for the report, 20 points for the blog, 4 points for the proposal, 4 points for the meeting minutes. So you know the scores of both the first and the second learning contract. And may I remind you, now you finished your third learning contract. So now is your time to do learning portfolio. Remember, when you do the journal, make sure you follow the OIA format. If you do not follow the OIA format, out of the 4 points in your journal, you might get only 2 points. Okay, so you must follow the OIA format. So, and for the report, and also not the blog, for the report, you must follow the guidelines of the report writing. So for this too, okay, we got the score breakdown like this, and for the third learning contract, we have 100 points total, broken down into 10 items. You just need to submit the first line. The last item will be checked on your team collaborations wiki. And all of these will add up to be 100 points. And again, the 100 raw score point will be converted into 10% of the final grade. Now, I should be able to finish grading your third learning contract before the end of this week. So just be patient. All right, and again, after that, you have the midterm exam. The midterm exam is going to take up 15% of your final 100% grade, and it's going to be calculated from a total raw score of 36 points. Okay, 36 points divided into 4 points for your journal, 12 points for your discussions record, and 20 points for your blog. So I should be able to finish grading it also before next Monday. So, and after that, definitely you have your learning portfolio in which you have to provide 4 sets of artifacts, each set for one of the 4 assignments. Okay? And for each set of artifact, based on the original schedule of the syllabus, it's 20% for all. So 4 set means 5% for each assignment's related artifacts. So that you will have 20 more percent, so 30 plus 15 midterm, and then it's 45, and then you add to 20% of the learning portfolio. It's 65 points, and 65 points will add to the learn activities, 15 points. It's about 80 points, and the in-class participations activity, 20 points. So, but you must provide this record of learn activities and the records of in-class participations activity in your learning portfolio. And one more thing I want to remind you, in your learn activity, you need to provide 3 specific reflective paragraphs, 1 for each of the learning contract. It's very much like the questions we set out in the questionnaire, but you have to provide that because you have to ask yourself what you have learned over inquiry-based learning in learning contract 1, what you've learned over self-regulated learning in learning contract 2, and what you've learned over problem-based learning in learning contract 3. All of these help you to put things into perspective. So, that is the way your scores is going to be calculated. So, and after that, you have the bonus work to do. The bonus work is very attractive. The bonus work is an additional 10 points out of the 100% in the finals grade. And in order to earn this bonus 10%, you have to do what we call one in-class forum in this week, next week, and finally the week following next week. It could be done by you as an individual. It could be done by you and your peer partner as a pair. It could be done by 4 members in your team as a teamwork. In order to do this, what you have to do is you need to sign up one class before the day when your in-class forum is going to be conducted in Dr. Ved's Q&A hotline for that week. And also, in the same week, you need to produce a message to the whole class telling them in the public discussion forum what you want them to do, what the topics are, what are the questions. If you have PowerPoint, put the PowerPoint there. If you have video links, put the video links there. And tell them that you have 5 minutes at the beginning and 5 minutes at the end with 20 minutes for discussions of 2 possible questions. Now with that, most of you will get 10%, okay? That is a very attractive scheme for you to earn some more score to pull up your losing ground in your learning contract 1, 2, or 3. But remember, you also have a chance to select one learning contract out of the 3 to receive the full score. Next week, I'm going to pose a link where you're going to tell me which learning contract you want to receive full score. And that is a promise from the very beginning to make sure that you have a very good cushions to acquire your learning. But the only condition is for the specific learning contract you select to receive the full score, you must have done all the work and you must have submitted all the items. Okay? In case you have one item missing, you will become not qualified to receive that full score for that learning contract. So check it out. So having said that, let's come back to this. This is the original scheme. This is the original scheme. We do not have final exam. So the final exam was replaced by the in-class participations score in Plan A and also in Plan B. You see that we are asking you to choose either Plan A or Plan B in the final score accounting. And in Plan A, this is the original scheme with the 20% final exam replaced by in-class participations. In Plan B, you reduce the 20% to 10% and you increase the learning portfolio from 20% to 30%. So this is what we need you to tell me, okay, which plan you want. Next week, I'm going to set up this particular link called Choosing My Assessment Scheme, Plan A or Plan B, in the week's tools to track your learnings, okay? So next week, you must provide your choice here. And finally, in order to receive the bonus score for completing a questionnaire for learning contract number 3, after you complete the questionnaire here, you please leave me a message in Dr. Ved's Q&A hotline for this week or last week, okay? And tonight at 11:55 will be the deadline. After that, you will not have a chance to earn that 4 points, okay? If you want the 4 points, you must complete the questionnaire and you have to leave me a message in Dr. Ved's Q&A hotline for this week or last week. Otherwise, you will not have the possibility to earn the score. I think it's very worthwhile because if you happen not have done a good job to receive the full 4 points in your journal, by completing this, you can get the 4 points, all right? So it's the learn and practice concept. So having said that, I've gone through this morning 2 other classes when I have 2 forums made by students. And I doubt if I could have any forums today. Let me double check on the specific Q&A hotline last week. As I said, if I got anything here, okay, this is the questionnaire to bring the bonus point. Well, at least I have 4 persons who finished the questionnaire, but this is a 20-something class, so do not waste an opportunity to do that. So any persons who would like to sign up, or any group who would like to sign up for in-class forum, in the on first day sections next Tuesday? That is a technical difficulty. That is a technical difficulty. Okay, that is also possible. It's for free combinations, but you need to declare your individual, because this, in this case, is not your team bringing together with their team. Okay, it's an individual. Freelance combinations of individuals. So please write a message to me from both of you. Dr. Vet's online. And when you send a message to the whole class, make sure both of the names will be there. Okay? Can you do that? Alright. So anyone who are interested to do it, if these two ladies create new exceptions. Originally speaking, I think it's an individual, your pair, or your team. Now, individual could combine with one another to do that. So it's free. Are you willing to do that? Okay? It's 10%. It's very worthwhile. Alright? So I think I've finished my basic message for the day. I give you 5 to 10 minutes time to discuss among yourself, to see if you understand what is expected of you. And if you have any questions on the learning portfolio, on the technicality of calculation of your score, or even where you can see your score. I got 2 students who asked me this morning, sir, where can I check your score for learning contract 1 and 2? I say, fine, let me tell you how to do it. It's okay. And I got one student who was willing to tell me, I want to complain you, sir. I said, what's the complaint? Because I didn't get my grade as high as I expect. I said, what's the reason? I don't know, you tell me. And so I invite her to be in my computer, and he tells me, I did a very good work here in my journal, in my report, but why didn't I get a good grade? And I say, okay, first of all, for your journal, have you followed the OIA format? No. But do you understand it's important? If you do not follow the OIA format, you always get this score. So I just want to remind her that. And for the second one, for the report, I asked her, have you followed the report guideline? No. So I said, if you did not follow the report guideline, this is as much as you can go. So please follow the guideline and the format. That's the reasons why I say, if you do not want to lose the score in the learning portfolio, you must provide the OIA or your journal, and you must provide your report according to the format. Okay? Otherwise, it's your accountability not to receive a good score as expected. All right. And since I'm giving you that 5 to 10 minutes time to discuss among yourself, I would highly recommend that you will also use the time to complete the questionnaire, learning contract number 3, which is on the right-hand side of your Moodle environment. Okay? Right here. At 11:55 tonight, it's going to be closed. Okay? So please take some time to do it. And again, if you have a question, please answer me. Okay?
want to show you an example of a really good e-portfolio so that you can get a sense of the kinds of digital artifacts that can be kept within an e-portfolio. This one is online, and it was made by a student named Savita Malik, who is in the Masters of Public Health program at San Francisco State University. Now, when you first go to the e-portfolio, you get to the introduction page, and it's a kind of welcome. She says, Namaste. And then she provides a little bit of background information. She says, in May 2007, I received my Master's of Public Health degree from San Francisco State University with the hopes that my work will allow me to create lasting change in individual lives as well as communities as a whole. This portfolio is a culmination of 3 years of work and struggle to understand public health in a broader social context. She goes on to say, closer to the bottom, my identity as a woman of color and as an educator deeply influenced my entire experience and continues to affect every aspect of my being. So you get a sense that right from the very beginning, this individual is making an e-portfolio that isn't a mere list of accomplishments, but rather it's a much more personal kind of document. Now, before we look at some of the categories that Savita has included in her e-portfolio, let's just take a look at the kind of general format of her e-portfolio. You'll see that she makes good use of photographs. She has a photograph over there on the right-hand side, and then just to the right of that is a quotation. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted, and behold, service was joy. So a kind of a quotation that epitomizes one of her philosophies.